And welcome back to my channel. I'm Luna Wolf, and I have been asked by you guys on Twitter to tell you a little bit about my on-the-go video logging setup. Okay, so my setup is a pretty professional setup, but I spent under £600 for it. So for around £600, you're going to be able to have a similar setup to what I've got. Now that includes a 4K camera, that includes a gimbal for Steadicam. That includes a wireless audio option and lighting as well. So that's the whole kit, all included in a setup that you will be able to fit in your rucksack. So how did I do it? You ask. Well, I'll tell you. So let's start from the very beginning. So to look after the kit, I have this Samtree case. Now I spent £21.99 on it. You don't have to, but I found that keeping everything in the same place, not like being thrown around in your rucksack, is very good, especially when you're going to be spending something in the region of just under £600. So hard case is always something that I would recommend, simply for the fact that I really enjoy looking after my kit. So, and you know, it fits everything in it. So, and then you can just throw it in your bag. This setup does not include your smartphone. Now I use my Apple iPhone for the screen because I like to see what I'm doing. Even though the camera actually has its own screen on it, it's very, very small, and you'll see that in a moment. Next, I actually have a DJI Osmo Pocket, and it comes in this really nifty little hard case thing here. So let's go ahead and open this up. Now the Osmo Pocket is a 4K camera with very many options for manual settings and whatnot. That came in at £329. I'll put all the links down below so that then you can decide what you personally want to do for your own setup. So then I want to go on and basically explain this bit kit. It's a Ulanzi rig. Now I find that with cameras, especially small cameras, I find that having some kind of rig really, really helps, because then you can have everything kind of tethered together and all the cables and whatnot aren't flying all over the place. So I would always recommend a rig for this setup. But the Ulanzi rig is a really, really handy rig. I think it came in at £16.99. So let's put that together first. This is the piece that you're going to use to connect your iPhone to the Osmo, and this is the piece that is going to hold the Osmo. So let's screw this in here. Okay. Don't screw it in too tightly to start with, because you're going to want to tighten it or adjust it. So that's that. And notice you have a piece at the top here for lights. It's very much like a the shoe that you get on top of an SLR. It's very much like that. So you've got that at the top there as well. So, and this little screw basically makes it higher or lower depending on what smartphone you have. It's very versatile, and it basically fits pretty much any smartphone that's out there, apart from the really big ones. You have this, let me just show you. You have this little like tripod here. So I'm just gonna, that comes with it. I'm just gonna screw that onto the bottom. Okay. So we're just going to put that there for the time being. I'll move this out of the way for a minute. So that's the Ulanzi rig, and that you'll probably be spending something in the region of about £16.99 for, but I very much recommend it. Okay, so the Osmo Pocket is a very tiny little contraption. And let me just turn it on so I can show you. So it's got a built-in gimbal, which is very versatile. There are different settings and whatnot on there, and also you have your little screen, which I found quite cute, but I don't use it. So let's turn that off for a second, and then it'll snap back into place. So with the Osmo, it comes with various different adapters. Let's just show you on there. This one's for the iPhone, and with that you will slide this piece out, and then you will slide this piece in just like that. So then your phone can connect that on that bit. So let's add this to our contraption. Nice. Okay, so don't lose it. Don't lose it. Always put it somewhere safe. It's one of those things that you just can't. You don't want to replace. Anyway, so. You have your smartphone, which will then slide in here and then connect through that little adapter that I just put into the Osmo. And this is when you can tighten it up, not too much because you don't want to snap your iPhone, but just enough so it holds it all nice and sturdy. Okay, next thing you're going to need if you want some decent audio is a 3.5mm jack adapter for your Osmo. Normally I would say go to the DJI website for this. That's where I got mine from, but recently I've noticed actually that you can get them on Amazon, which I'll put the link down in the description. These little adapters are not cheap though. They are $34.99, and as much as I would like to say that you don't need it, I'm going to say that actually it's definitely worth it this time around, because it means that you're going to get some decent audio. As much as the Osmo audio is okay, if you want to go on to more of a professional basis, then you're going to want one of these. So, and that, let me just show you, goes in the bottom into here. Okay, so that then connects to the bottom of your Osmo. Okay, do you remember that little shoe thing on the top here? Yeah? Well, I'm going to show you this little thing. Is a little LED light. Now it's very cheap, it's £9.99. It takes AA batteries. You have a control on the back so that then you can decide how bright you want it, how dim you want it. So this can go just on the top there very nicely, like so. It actually has more shoe adapters on the top and the sides as well, so that you can add more things at a later date, which actually we're going to do in a moment. How, you ask? What are you going to put on top of that? Oh my goodness. So there is another little gadget that I really like, and I've been using this for a year now, and so many people are like, oh, are they any good? Are they any good? Okay, and I'm now going to talk to you about the Rode Wireless Go. It's a receiver and a transmitter, and they are tiny. They are so small. For £155 from Amazon, you will end up with these. These are the most versatile, coolest little gadgets I have ever come across. Now these are audio, these are wireless. They have, one of them has, so the transmitter, I don't know if you can see it up there, that has a little built-in, let me just see if I can get it closer to the other. It has a built-in microphone. It comes with little microphone furry thing to go, and it just clips on there like that. Or if you're like me, you can connect a lavalier mic. So let me just, oh no, see if I can't get myself tangled up. So basically the lavalier mic will go straight into this, easy peasy. You put your lavalier mic on your body, like so, or on your actor's body, depending on what you're doing. If you've got somebody interviewing on your behalf and you're filming, then you want it on your actor's body. Cool, huh? And then the other one, that will transmit the data to the other one automatically. Actually, if I turn this on, it will show you, there we go, a little thing there, and it's searching for its little buddy in that little bit. I haven't turned the other one on yet, so I'm going to turn this off. But it will automatically connect to each other, which is really, really cool. And then what you do is you connect via one of these, which comes with it, onto there. And you remember those little handy hot shoes that I was talking about? So you slide the handy hot shoe on the side of your light. Make sure your cable goes in front of your phone, because for many months I was putting the cable in front of the screen, and actually you can put it in the front and it won't then impede your vision on what you're doing, which I just stupid moment. Anyway, the 3.5mm jack then goes into the bottom here. Clip that in, and boom, you're ready to go. Now, the funnest thing about this whole setup is the fact that once you have this setup like figured out, the one thing that I actually found really handy, I will show you. There is absolutely no need to actually have a card in your DJI Osmo Pocket thing. I forgot what it's called then for a moment. And it gives you an awful lot of kind of really nice settings in that. But obviously, if you have a card in there, then you have more manual options for the video quality and whatnot. But there's one last thing I want to show you. Now, if you can see this, I'm hoping this is going to be in focus. If you go up to the top corner like that, you will then have it on selfie mode. How cool is that? Selfie mode, and then back again. Cool, huh? And that concludes my breakdown of my on-the-go video logging kit. Not cheap, but also not very expensive, and considering it's a 4K setup, let me just put that there for a second. Considering it's a 4K setup, considering you have lighting, considering you have professional microphone abilities, and considering the fact that it's all Steadicam, and then you add the capability to carry this in a rucksack, a small bag, I think that's pretty impressive, don't you? So anyway, but yeah, thanks for watching, and hopefully I will see you guys in future tutorials. If, say for instance, you liked or found this video helpful, smash the like button. Also, there's a subscribe button down there as well. that would be kind of cool if you could just subscribe, because I'm not just going to be giving you tips and tricks on this type of thing. I'm going to be giving you tips and tricks across the board. Everything that I've ever learnt in my entire life, I'm going to be giving people the choice to choose which video that they want to see next on Twitter. Be sure to follow me on Twitter. But it's mostly all filmmaking, but I'm going to be doing some prop making as well, maybe some special effects makeup tutorials too. So stay tuned, and until next time, goodbye everyone.